Alright, these are this is a normal configuration. We've just got the laptops closed, and they're hooked up to a couple external monitors. This is my Linux setup with these are kind of like, they call them workspaces, but they're kind of like virtual monitors where you can, if you run out of space to do something, you can just kind of fire up another monitor. But I'm going to go ahead and reboot this. So we can see how long it takes to boot and how long to open programs and stuff like that. So by default, normally Linux will show you all the drivers loading and stuff like that, but this flavor of Linux has that turned off right out of the box, so it has more of a Mac or Windows feel to it. The guest session is kind of a neat feature. It requires someone who already has a user account to start the guest session, but then after that, so basically that just means putting in your password when starting the guest session, and then after that anyone can use their own. It basically creates like a new login for them, and then after you reboot or shut down, any of the cookies or anything else that they accumulated while they were using your computer are all saved to a temp folder, and that temp folder is wiped on reboot. So I normally run browser, email, Skype, remote desktop connection. This is just saying that when it shut down, this is a standard browser thing, that there were some windows open, so I'm going to restore those. My mail. So this is kind of the Mac feature over here, and if you get like really close, you'll see like a caret off to the left. That kind of lets you know that those programs are open somewhere. Right now I've got them like side by side, but that's not normally how I run. I go to this virtual desktop and I bring my email over, or like virtual monitor type thing, and then so I've got my email over here, and then I can go back over here and I have my browser. I don't have Skype start by default, but I do use it a lot. And I usually have it open in my primary. There's some other stuff I need to get opened. I've been experimenting with mining bitcoins. I need to get that hardware turned back on. And again, I don't need this on my primary window. and I normally run a remote connection to my Windows machine down on this last one here. So this is my Windows machine, and I'm just remoting into it. And for some tasks that I either haven't transferred over to Linux or haven't. Some things just probably, well, especially like gaming, you've got to do that in Windows. But let's do Facebook and YouTube. Show some of the downsides. I'm actually trying to scroll down right now. It's not doing so hot. Let's pull up. And resource thing and see. Yeah, so Firefox right now is like just loading Facebook is maxing out the CPU at 100%. So maybe here in a minute, after those are done, after it's done doing whatever it's doing. It's really eating up. I'll come back to Facebook. It doesn't seem to be happy. Do some YouTube.
I see terrible things in your future. Oh no, the Knicks are gonna lose tonight. Ooh, baby monkey, riding on a big baby monkey.
These swirls are something with the camera.
Backwards on a big baby monkey. The world has gone.
Now if I go full screen, you'll see the frame rate drops to a couple frames a second. But if I do and I think where I've got some videos. If I just do playback of files,
of a human. Gold hats, worn by strange, mystical beings.
The wearing of
Let's get to
tend to amplify. And in the stories of John the Baptist, he becomes extremely important for Christians because he announces that a greater Messiah is coming after him. And the legends around John's bones were always legends of extreme power. John was a prophet.
a little bit choppy.
Now on tour in churches throughout Bulgaria, tens of thousands of the faithful come to visit, pray, and even worship these tiny bone fragments. But why? What is it about ancient bones?
But definitely better than what YouTube was doing.
That compel people to come and visit them. Could it be?
Let's give Facebook one more try. It's 100% CPU. Yeah, Facebook's not running too hot for some reason. I don't really know what's going on there. It's usually a little sluggish, but not this sluggish, and it normally doesn't peg out the CPU. So yeah, I don't know. Well, this is older hardware. Again, back to this shortcut thing, you can see there's like little carrots next to what's open. And then since I have this multi-monitor thing set up, then if I'm over here doing my email and I've got the caret that says I have a browser open somewhere, but I don't know where, all I have to do is click on that and it'll go to the desktop that's got the program open on it. Yeah, well, that's a just basic overview of the way it looks, what it can do. So yeah, that's enough for now. I'll post this and get it uploaded.